Look at this tail of the tape for the vacant WBO.
And the former IBF interim heavyweight world title challenger, Filip El Animal Hrgovic. The hard-hitting former WBO interim heavyweight champion of the world, Joe the Juggernaut Joyce.
Ball, touch gloves. Good luck, lad.
Heavy forward, Filip Hrgovic, who can psychological than Joyce, but Joyce lighter on the scales.
But Hrgovic, he's quick.
Great movement. Can he still take that shot? If he can, then he might break to Hrgovic.
In what was a really good fight.
He was able to see the right hands coming, wasn't he? Don't get me wrong, he got caught with an awful... He's definitely cut around that left eye.
Body shot from
Joyce, I'm not sure if that's the right idea though, because he's just not quick enough to get out of the way.
tangle in fights, but we know he does have...
And the word you use there is probably spot on, vulnerable.
Hrgovic can punch. Joyce has a fantastic...
Hrgovic. I think the game plan is to try and hurt Joe. That chin was his friend early in his career, Joe Joyce, but looking...
Joyce, if Joyce can see the shot, he can brace for it, I think he's fine. Even if it...
Oh, there's another right hand gone in there. He's
Shifts already, some puffiness, and no feeling out process.
Yeah, but a nice left foot counter. Good right hand there from Hrgovic.
Hrgovic and Joyce. Wildly with that right hand. Joyce trying to get the jab slower. What a second round with his career in the balance, really. 20th professional fight. Will it be the last one for the...
But in this weight category, you know, like the power...
Right hands, and Joyce shakes his head and says...
hand after upstairs.
That eye's a problem, Barry. There's blood. It's a slow one, to be honest.
But the worry for Hrgovic is he's
So much better on the front foot. Less
over the years, but what is left in the juggernaut?
White hands have bounced off his head and he hasn't blinked.
But now, Filip Hrgovic firing off these paces and comes back.
Good work.
but still you don't want to be taking those off.
The wild fights are notable one where it did affect anyone's problems. But if it's not having the effect like
this, so how fit is he?
Right, look, that to be there. So this is where Joyce needs to be.
Here in this heavyweight encounter, both of them fighting for their...
And Joyce getting into this and starting to push Hrgovic back
between them, but this is a crucial one. And he looks slower than usual, and Joe Joyce is the 39-year-old from Putney.
He's just not the same fighter when he's forced back.
That left arm
shot. Oh, good response there from Joyce with the left.
To be fighting Dillian White, who's at ringside with a whole 3 deep, and Hrgovic already looks...
Right hand up for Hrgovic. Oh!
Hrgovic is a worry.
People were comparing him.
If he forcing himself forward now, he's got the weight on the back.
To box with a higher pace than this.
Right hand from Hrgovic. He can't see out of all of it. Through walls here. Joe Joyce, as we've seen him done, and a right hand smack into the arch here. Joe Joyce is showing yet again. Left hook from Hrgovic. How much there? The days of Scott Harris and Alex R. Take your eyes off it.
That round was good.
Action fight.
Yeah, I mean, look. There's all to play for here.
Joyce eked out a split decision when they fought listed on that stamina.
They'll jab now and again. Big heavy shots, both taking shots really well. And then
they both turned over in 2017. Joyce seems to
have a smooth rhythm to his work, and you see you don't have to load up when you're like that.
Right from Hrgovic, and the combination. There's the fast hands, and the unpredictable, perhaps hasty out combinations that made him so dangerous.
And that's where he gets the accuracy in the shots. And that's what everyone wants to see at home. The big heavy shots landing.
Lights. Left hand from Hrgovic.
And without that loading up, you get the acceleration and pace of his work.
There's a right hand of Hrgovic.
Lots of times, Joe Joyce, the way he really leans back, he's on the back foot.
Action continues because we don't know who's going to win. In fact, Who takes this? Filip Hrgovic or...
But you know, sometimes
Are you seeing it so far?
I haven't, that's for sure. But
we all got to agree with Cal, though. We
Combinations and in cameos has performed well.
saying wasn't there, Kevin doesn't walk onto a shot, and he has. Hrgovic looking tired, though landing with loads of quality shots and winning a few rounds.
see from the left hook right hand again, Hrgovic.
But he might be getting that sort of point here. He's never been the business.
Here in the fake, Joyce is doing okay, and that's...
But the prize is possibly a shot.
Hrgovic penned in here, not having much success. A couple of times.
Just looks down at ringside there, Joyce. Not doing much here, Hrgovic. When he's actually slightly refreshed at the age of 39.
What is left? Oh, good right. That will be the tactic now, definitely, to break the heart.
That's a good fight with Derek Chisora, wasn't it? Body shots from Joyce.
He keeps having pressure on you, that you're in trouble.
Like I say, naturally, he does want to be on the front foot. Can he just keep this? That right hand is there for Joyce.
And he tries it again. Filip Hrgovic going walkabout when he was lucky to get the win over. Punch resistance again, but it's holding up for Joyce.
But doing as Steve Broughton said there, Joyce is targeting the body.
Again here.
I know he's trying to wait for Joyce to make a mistake, catch him with a counter like a left bar, busy.
Yeah. That right hand there, what he needs.
Oh, but it's his sort of fight.
Oh, that was a good right hand to the body from her.
Advice. They should pay him double the money.
That's it in the corner. He's landing with a clean shot.
That's the shot that he's nicking.
Almost every division, I think.
Forward. Decent jab. I think he's been...
I don't think he trains hard enough. He's the one coming forward under the shot.
Knockouts between them. I mean, this could finish dramatic.
Hrgovic just started to creep forward again.
Meaty shots.
Shot.
Clubbing right hand from Hrgovic. Joyce comes back.
That's nice whatsoever. Hrgovic with that right hand.
Oh, both landing with left back. And over to the side for Joyce. So,
do you think Hrgovic would have taken control of this if he... Plenty of action in this. Joyce and Hrgovic. It wasn't good, that body language in the corner.
It wasn't. I think it's change of pace. I do agree with you, I think he's feeling a bit sorry for himself, Hrgovic.
Tonight, we're speaking of this thing. Joyce by late knockout. Felt that Hrgovic was just hurt there.
Polarizing.
Big left hand from Hrgovic, and again
Up at this stage, but any of the last 3 rounds are applying this pressure.
blamed problems for the Dubois loss. Still getting behind the Brit, still popular. Still
Bring those feet in, Hrgovic. Nice little left swoosh.
eating these up, and Hrgovic suddenly thinks he's got Joyce.
Don't overthink the combinations. Yeah, you're right.
But some debut for Queensbury. What can he find in these last 6 minutes? 8. There's still that quality. Read the right attack to bit by Abel Sanchez and has sucked them up. But the of Filip Hrgovic, a brutal back.
Really entertaining fight throughout.
And who is up on the cards? Oh, he shot. And again.
He won that last round, and it was a round that he needed to win. He's lost the last couple.
Entertaining stuff.
You talk about, well, you can see the Delph just teeth tough coming forward.
Just sort of loosened up a lot with the shots. That obviously comes with
Fitch, desperate for success. He's hurt Joyce here just in front of us. He's putting good punches together. Hrgovic's round again, and it's got to be very close.
this contest and making it his. And he's the big round for Joyce, and my scorecard, he has to win it anyway.
And up Hrgovic on Carl's unofficial card.
Hrgovic, he shouldn't have been allowed back in this contest.
Real credit. He looked down and out. Out of the ring, all the heavyweights. And up here, the man from Zagreb. A problem, he's got through that. He's had a set
Hard at a point, but he's kind of got the
judges at ringside.
He just seems to really to put added pressure on you.
Brian inside, and he knows what this means for his career. He's put a lot into this, so too has Hrgovic. Men tired inside the last minute of the 10th round. Hrgovic finds a right hand. Oh, another one. He had the fight at his mercy, but Hrgovic is going to hear the final bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, Filip Hrgovic!
Filip Hrgovic!
What's up, boxing fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got some shocking news that's shaking up the boxing community. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of the sport's brightest stars, is making headlines for something way beyond boxing. You won't believe what federal agents just discovered in his home. That's right, the feds raided Gervonta Davis's house. Stick around, because this is one story you don't want to miss. Davis has been making waves with his incredible performances in the ring, but now the spotlight has shifted from his knockout power to something far more serious. The feds have raided Tank's house, and what they uncovered is bound to leave you stunned. There's a lot to break down, so let's jump right into it. Before diving into the details of the raid, let's take a moment to talk about who Gervonta Davis is. Tank Davis is one of the most thrilling and explosive fighters in boxing today. With a flawless record of 30 wins and no losses, he's electrified fans with his power and aggressive style. A rising star and fan favorite, Davis has also faced his share of controversies. From legal issues to public altercations, the limelight hasn't always been easy. But nothing could have prepared us for what happened next. So, what went down? According to recent reports, federal agents carried out a surprise raid at Gervonta Davis's home. This wasn't some routine check, it was tied to a larger investigation. Authorities reportedly discovered a stash of illegal drugs and a cache of unregistered firearms inside his residence.
What the hell, bro?
People do.
All right, so what's your side of this?
The discovery was made earlier this week when law enforcement officials, armed with a search warrant, entered Davis's home. According to sources close to the investigation, the drugs found weren't minor, they were considered serious contraband. As for the firearms, they were reportedly hidden in various spots throughout the house. So, how will this affect Gervonta Davis's career? That's the million-dollar question. First off, Davis could be facing major legal consequences. Possession of illegal drugs and unregistered firearms is a serious crime, and if convicted, he could be looking at heavy fines or even prison time. Beyond the legal fallout, this scandal could damage his career in multiple ways. Sponsors may start backing away, and his upcoming fights might be delayed or even scrapped. We've seen how controversy has affected other fighters, and Davis might be no different. But here's where things take a twist. Gervonta Davis broke his silence about the firearms, and guess who he linked it to? Yep, Floyd "Money" Mayweather. Tank claimed the guns were only for protection. Protection from what, you ask? Davis dropped a bombshell. Floyd allegedly hired people to attack him while he was out on his runs. That's right, the only time Tank is without protection is when he's running, and Floyd used that to his advantage. Mayweather, according to Tank, spied on him and even shared his location with former opponent Frank Martin. Can you believe that? It was Frank Martin who allegedly exposed the whole thing. But Floyd didn't stop there, not even close. Given their long history working together, Mayweather knows Tank's every move. And what did Floyd do? He reportedly gave away all of Tank's strategies to Frank Martin. Needless to say, Gervonta Davis wasn't too happy about it.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him bad.
Another statement was released by Gervonta Davis after the raid, and this one mentioned Floyd, and trust me, you don't want to miss what he said, because it changes everything. I wanted to get to Floyd before he could get to me. He had guys spying on me at the hotel. He had some nasty plan in mind. I ain't scared, bring it on, whenever. But I do need some safety precautions. You can't be bringing your fists to a gunfight. Floyd Mayweather versus Gervonta Davis, how did it all begin? Let's break it down.
7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. Get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about on those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
Devin Haney.
Yep.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence.
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah, September, November.
Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
Out of all of those guys, who do you think is the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
Tank Davis is now under arrest. Now, Floyd being Floyd, tried to take control of the narrative, claiming he's always been there for Tank, helping him every step of the way. He went on to say that it's always been Tank taking shots at him and showing disrespect. Floyd painted himself as the victim, insisting he's only ever had Tank's best interests at heart. But we all know that's nothing but cap.
Been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
Well, that's funny. Floyd says he's been there for Tank, so what about the fact that he tried to get him arrested? I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't sound like helping to me. And it gets worse. Want to know why Floyd got Tank locked up behind bars? He had him thrown in jail because he found out Gervonta Davis was sneaking around with his ex. Yep, last time I checked, dating someone wasn't a crime. Floyd is as petty as they come. Floyd even joined forces with Tank's biggest rival, Shakur Stevenson. Yep, Floyd and Shakur are now putting in work together in the gym. And with those two in the same room, you just know they're plotting something against Tank. Now, if you're wondering why Floyd has suddenly turned anti-Tank, here's the reason. Gervonta Davis recently revealed that he's landed a deal way bigger than Floyd's. And we all know Floyd's ego is through the roof. There's no way he's going to sit back and let anyone outshine him in the industry.
Well, he was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
it. Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come.
But hey, Floyd doesn't have to worry about Tank's career anymore because Tank already messed that up on his own. And with the whole raid situation, the boxing world is buzzing with reactions. Fighters, analysts, and fans have all weighed in, with many expressing shock and disappointment. But Mike Tyson, on the other hand, wasn't surprised. Tyson said, "Gervonta Davis didn't surprise me. You saw the fame and glory he was getting. This was going to happen. You get involved with certain types of people when you're on that level, and then the next thing you know, you're in handcuffs." So, what's next for Tank Davis? First, he'll need to deal with the legal fallout from the raid. He'll likely face a lengthy legal battle, and his defense team will have to work hard to minimize the damage. This is going to be a tough one to bounce back from. Let's see if Tank can make a comeback. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos.